Hello, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be talking all about dupes that I found on TikTok. I asked you guys on Wednesday which video you'd like to see, this one or what's new at the drugstore, and a lot of people said both, but dupes won. So I'm going to do dupes today, and then next week will be a what's new at the drugstore where we have a lot to cover. But similar to what I did last time I filmed this video, I applied all this makeup a couple of days ago and I did a wear test. When we talk through all of these dupes, we're going to be looking both at wear time and at ingredients. So these are going to be pretty tough dupe tests. Only the best make it through these tests. All right, the first dupe that I tried is the Dior Forever Correct versus the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. Now, the shades are very different here. I ordered this Dior one online and the Flower Beauty one online, so this is too light, this is too dark, but I was still able to kind of look at the formulas and make a determination. So Dior retails for $38, Flower Beauty retails for $10. Dior comes in 28 shades, Flower Beauty in 12. Dior comes with 0.37 fluid ounces and Flower Beauty with 0.2. So pretty big disparity there in the amount of product that you're getting. So even though the price difference sounds really intense, you're actually getting quite a decent amount more product with Dior. They both claim to be full coverage, long-lasting, high pigment formulas. The Dior claims a natural finish, whereas the Milani claims a nude skin feel with soft focus finish. So that sounds pretty natural to me, maybe natural leaning soft matte. Both formulas are silicone based, both formulas have glycerin, and they both have a key ingredient that serves the same purpose. So Dior has Wild Pansy, which is there to smooth and moisturize. And then the Flower Beauty has jojoba esters, which is also to smooth and moisturize. Both applied very similarly, very thin formulas, high coverage, and blended out very easily. And then after wearing them all day long, they were both still intact at the end of the day. Both definitely long wear formulas. So I would say out of all of the different dupes I'm gonna be talking about, this is one of the best dupes ingredients-wise and performance-wise. All right, next up, let's compare the NARS Laguna Cream Bronzer to the Makeup Revolution Cream Bronzer. I've seen this dupe quite a bit, so I wanted to test it for myself. NARS retails for $38 and Revolution it retails for $8. That being said, NARS has 0.67 fluid ounces and Revolution has 0.24 fluid ounces. So no matter how you slice it, the Revolution one is cheaper. However, the price disparity isn't as large as it seems because NARS comes with more than double the amount of product as the Revolution one. These both are extremely creamy and pigmented. Honestly, neither of these are my favorite formulas. I find them to be a little bit too thick and a little bit too pigmented. Here they are swatched on my hand and you can see they are opaque. Quite pigmented. These shades are definitely not dupes, but this is the Laguna bronzer and then this is Makeup Revolution in the shade Light. I'm sure the shade Medium is a closer shade match, but we're just looking at formula here. Just to kind of show you the difference, this is Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt, which e.l.f. Putty Bronzer is a dupe for. You see how this one has a sheerness to it, whereas these two are extremely opaque. This one has a sheerness that I think looks a lot more natural and feels a lot more comfortable on the skin. Maybe an unpopular opinion because I know people are freaking out over this bronzer. I just personally prefer like the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, a little bit more of a thin sheer formula. But back to these, NARS comes in 5 shades, Makeup Revolution comes in 4 shades, both creamy, both pigmented. When we take a closer look at the ingredients, the Makeup Revolution does have vitamin E, but what gives it the feel that it has is liquid emollients, whereas the NARS Laguna also has vitamin E, but it's more of a silicone formula. This also has the Manoi de Tahiti oil, which gives it the signature NARS smell. It also claims to add moisture, firm, and tone the skin. I don't know how much I buy into that, but it does have that added special ingredient. Neither of these lasted a super long time on my skin. Neither of them are like super long wear feeling formulas, but they both performed equally. So again, this is another pretty decent alternative, though not the exact same product. Moving on to the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush. I have this in the shade Joy and the Profusion Blush Hour in the shade Mai Tai. Rare Beauty retails for $20, Profusion retails for $5, and these are only like 0.03 fluid ounces off, so you're getting almost the same amount of product. Profusion comes in 4 shades and claims to have a soft matte finish, whereas Rare Beauty comes in 12 shades and has the option of a dewy finish or a matte finish. Now my feelings on this, I have this on again today. I've got Profusion on this side, Rare Beauty on this side. I do feel like Rare Beauty is more pigmented. The ingredients are pretty different on these two. Rare Beauty does have sunflower seed oil and no alcohol. This one does contain alcohol. So not a dupe in my opinion because this is more pigmented. The ingredients are different enough for me to not feel like it's a dupe. However, the price difference, 20 and 5, is pretty jarring, and this one can be built up to match the pigment of Rare Beauty. You don't want to spend that $20. You can get a very similar effect with the Profusion. However, I will say that out of all of the high-end makeup that I have tried in my time doing these dupe tests, This Rare Beauty liquid blush is one of the only products that I would say I really feel like is worth the money, because a little bit of this goes such a long way. You put one dot and that's all you're gonna need. So this is gonna last you a very, very long time. And I do think that the ingredients are better for the Rare Beauty one. So both lasted a decent amount of time on me. Rare Beauty just slightly longer. A great alternative, but when we get down to the nitty gritty, I don't feel like it's a dupe. All right, next up, I picked up the Viral Youthforia PH blush, and I've compared it to the Hard Candy Selfie blush that I tried in a What's New at the Drugstore recently. These are both those pH blushes that give you the perfect flush of color for your skin tone because they react to the pH of your skin. Youthforia retails for $36 and Hard Candy for $8. Youthforia has 0.21 ounces and Hard Candy has 0.25, so you're actually getting more product with the Hard Candy one. The Hard Candy one has a very simple formula. It's a very short list of products, but it does have squalene, jojoba seed oil, antioxidants, and vitamin E. And then you compare the list of ingredients with that blush to the list of ingredients with this blush, and it is very, very different. Youthforia has all kinds of added skincare ingredients. There's 20 plant-based oils. Some examples are olive fruit oil, argan oil, turmeric root extract, vitamin E, aloe leaf extract, white willow bark extract, like you name it, it is in here. So if you were wanting to buy this product because of the skincare ingredients and because it has 20 plant-based oils in it, no, this is not gonna give you what you need. If you wanna try a pH blush, a clear blush that then reacts to your skin, they both definitely give you that. Both of them do have the oils in there, so it's a very dewy finish. It's not something I would necessarily recommend for oily skin either way, because it is a very oily, dewy finish. Say Youthforia is a little bit more pigmented, which by the way, when I say something is more pigmented, I'm just describing the product. I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing, because I know people that hate super pigmented blushes. I know people that hate the Rare Beauty blush because it's too pigmented and they feel like they always look like a clown after they blend it out. So take that with a grain of salt. It's just a description of the product. Definitely not a dupe again. Youthforia is very special in the amount of added ingredients that it has, but a very, very similar product. Neither of these lasted super well on my skin. I think it's because it's such like a dewy finish. It just did not last well on me, on the floor with my kids. It looked like I had little fingerprints all over my face. All right, next up, I saw another dupe for this Makeup by Mario Master Crystal Reflector, which I think is absolutely beautiful. This is technically a highlighter, but you can wear it either on your face or on your eyes. I saw a lot of people comparing it to the ColourPop eyeshadow, single shock shadow in the shade Tassel. So ColourPop retails for $6, Makeup by Mario for $26. ColourPop has 0.074 ounces and Makeup by Mario has 0.12 ounces. So you're getting quite a bit more with the Makeup by Mario one. And with the Makeup by Mario formula, it is very simple. I wanna say there's like 6 ingredients total. With the ColourPop one, there's a lot of ingredients, but there is like mango seed oil and cucumber fruit extract. I didn't even know it was in the ColourPop Super Shock formula. Makeup by Mario comes in 3 different shades and ColourPop comes in 1 bazillion different shades. They both lasted really well on me. I will say that the ColourPop one looks slightly more frosty. I'm wearing it again today. The ColourPop one looks slightly more frosty, whereas the Makeup by Mario one looks a little bit more sheer with just some hidden flecks of shimmer. So it depends on what you're going for. I love this ColourPop shadow for an inner corner highlight. Outside of this whole dupe test situation, I love this for an inner corner highlight. So highly recommend it in that way. And I think if you saw me walking down the street, you wouldn't know I was wearing 2 different eyeshadows, but it is slightly different. It's not a dupe. It's an alternative. All right, and I saved the most interesting for last, and it is the MAC lip liner in the shade Whirl against the Revlon lip liner in the shade Nude. Now, color-wise, these are very similar. I'm sure you'll see as I'm applying, they're very similar. The Whirl has just a touch more brown in it than the Revlon one. It also feels just a touch more waxy, whereas the Revlon one feels a touch more creamy. Again, that's down to preference. Not saying one is good or bad, it's just a way that they are different. MAC comes in 19 shades, Revlon comes in 15 shades, so good shade selection here. Both very simple ingredient lists, but quite different. Now the interesting part is that the MAC one retails for $21, and the Revlon retails for $9. So you're thinking, wow, it's half the price. However, MAC comes with 0.05 ounces and Revlon comes with 0.01 ounces. You're getting 5 times the amount of product with the MAC one than you are the Revlon one. So if we do that quick calculation, comparing apples to apples, this would be $45 versus $21. So that was quite eye-opening for me personally. Learned that we really need to be paying more attention to the amount of product that we're getting, because sometimes if it seems like a deal, it may not be a deal. Now that being said, if you like a big variety of lip liners, this might still be the cheaper way to go because you can get more colors for the same price. But if you have one shade that you use every single day, using a MAC lip liner is actually more cost effective in the long run. All right, and that is everything. I hope you guys found this video helpful and interesting. Let me know in the comments which TikTok dupes you want me to compare next to see if they are really dupes. And I will see you guys in my next one.